Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet this top. It has a rich texture and it kind of has puff sleeve, and we're going to use very basic crochet stitches, so it's beginner friendly and it's measurement based. So for the material, I'm going to use a 3-ply yarn, which is a medium weight yarn. And with the medium weight yarn, I'm going to use 3mm crochet hook. You need scissor, you need darning needle, you need tape measure. So you needed to know your underbust measurement. As for me, my underbust is 28 inches, and then deduct 2 from your underbust. So I'm going to start with a starting chain of 26 inches, and your chain should be in multiple of 2 plus 1. So to begin, make a slip knot and leave a long tail, and then chain in multiple of 2, and then you're going to add 1 extra. So in multiple of 2 plus 1, and then chain according to the number of inches of your underbust that you're working with. I have chained 127, which is equivalent to 26 inches. So to start off row 1, we are going to work in the 3rd and in the 4th stitch, and we're going to make half double crochet together. So in the 3rd chain from the hook, 1 2 3, yarn over and insert your hook there, and yarn over, pull through. Once you have the 3 loops together, yarn over and go into the 4th stitch, pull through. So now you have 5 stitches on the loop, yarn over and pull through the 5 loops together like that to form a half double crochet reduction, and then chain 1. Okay, and then you're going to repeat this in the next 2 stitches, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through. You have 3 loops, yarn over, go into the 2nd stitch, pull through. Now you have 5 loops, yarn over and pull through the 5 loops together like that, chain 1. So repeat this, and then I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. So at the end of the row, you'll find that you're left with 1 stitch. So chain 1 and then make 1 half double crochet in that 1 last stitch left, and you're done with row 1. My camera is losing focus. Let me just zoom in. So at the end of the row, you should be able to have something like this. For row 2, chain 2 and then turn like this. So now we're going to work in between these chain 1 spaces, this and this. This is where we're going to make the half double crochet reduction. So yarn over, insert your hook through that space, yarn over and go into the 2nd space, yarn over and pull through the 5 loops together like that, chain 1 where you have these spaces. So for the next one, you're going to start here and here. Like in the last where you place this stitch, this is where you're going to place your first half double crochet, and then in the next one like that and pull through, chain 1. Again, you're going to yarn over and in the immediate stitch that you've just completed, do your half double crochet like that. So repeat this until the end of the row. So I'm at the end of the row, and I'm going to chain 1 and make the final, oh my god, oh, this yarn is reflecting the light. I mean, this color is reflecting the light. It's giving me such a hard time. Okay, so in the last stitch, it's here, yarn over, pull through, and then the final one is inside this piece. So make your final, the 2 half double crochet reduction, and then chain 1. After chaining 1, in this chain 2 over here, you're going to place one last half double crochet, just one plain half double crochet like that to complete that. To start off row 3, chain 2, turn. So the chain 2 count as a half double crochet, sorry. So yarn over, and inside this space, this and this, you're going to make a reduction like that, and then chain 1, and then yarn over in the same stitch that you've just completed, and the next chain 1 space, make a reduction, chain 1 in the same stitch that you've just completed, and the next chain 1 space, chain 1. So this is going to be your pattern until you complete this row. I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. At the end of the row, after chaining this one, you're going to work in between this space and this one over here. So yarn over and insert your hook, yarn over, insert your hook inside this space over here, and make your half double crochet reduction. And then to complete it off, you're supposed to chain 1, and where you have this chain 2 standing, which I said is our half double crochet, you're going to make just one plain half double crochet on top of that stitch to complete it like that. So you're going to go ahead and repeat the same thing, build the height of your top, and then I'm going to show you what to do. So this is how my work looks like. I've worked in straight line, so and I have enough coverage for my bust. Now the next thing is to fix the straps. So the next step is mark where your straps are going to be, here and here. So I have left around, because this pattern is quite stretchy, so it's around 8 inches on this middle part when stretched, but unstretched is around 6 inches. So this all depends with your size. So I went ahead and fixed one arm, so I'm going to show you how to fix that on this other side. So you remember the 2 parts that we marked in the middle, so this is like the chest area. So this is where I started fixing this other arm. So now we are going to attach our yarn here and now fix the other arm. So make a slip knot and then attach it into the place that you marked. I'm going to attach it here and pass it through the other space like that, and then chain 1 and tighten it. So now I'm going to make the straps, and I'm going to chain 65. The number of chains you're going to make will depend with the size of the strap that you're making. So the 65 chain stitches is around, let me just measure that. It's around 13 inches stretched. So this is for size small. So the strap is going to be like this, like running through your shoulder like that, okay? After making your chain stitches, you're going to attach your yarn into this first stitch. Attach using a single crochet like that, and then turn your work. So after turning your work, we're going to continue the pattern, chain 1, and now we are going to attach just using single crochet, not half double crochet. So after chaining 1 where you have the chain 1 stitch, you're going to place your single crochet like that, and then you're going to turn. So after turning your work, now we are going to start making the half double crochet, whatever we've been doing here. It's like now it's a repeat of this first row that you did. So yarn over and insert your hook in the next 2 stitches, and then form a reduction like that, chain 1. In the next 2 stitches, make the half double crochets just the normal way we've been doing, chain 1, and repeat this until you complete these chain stitches. So 2 last stitches left. I'm going to make a reduction in those 2 and then chain 1. So now we're done with these chain stitches. So how you turn your work is very important, and remember we're going to work through this hole over here. So this space that you left in the middle, please do not touch here. You're not going to work through this, you're just going to work now through this hole. So now to attach your yarn onto this body part, just turn like this, and then in this chain 1 space, make your first single crochet, chain 1, and then make another single crochet in the next stitch, because we are about to start on the next row. And at this point, after attaching your work, it's important that you check it out, make sure that it's not twisted. Okay, you see, it's not twisted. This is how it looks like, because if you don't turn well, you might end up with a twisted strap like that. So ensure that it's not twisted. And now we're going to work through this area, back and forth, back and forth. So after chaining 1 and making the single crochet over here, now you're supposed to turn your work, and we're going to continue with this half double crochet reduction. So after turning, yarn over, and in the first, this space over here, and with the next space, make your half double crochet reduction, chain 1, just the normal way we've been doing it, and then continue with the pattern. I'm going to meet you at the end of this row and show you how to attach it. So in the last stitch, which is this one and this one over here, chain 1, and then attach your inside this space that you last worked on, attach it here using a single crochet, and then to start off the next row, chain 1, make a single crochet in the next stitch, and then turn. And then to begin it off, yarn over, and inside here you're going to place your first half double crochet in the next one, half double crochet, chain 1, and then proceed with the pattern. So last stitch of the row, it's this one over here and this space over here, and then chain 1 and attach it into this last stitch that you worked on, chain 1 to start off the next row, single crochet in the next chain space, turn, and then repeat the same thing, yarn over, and this place, and this one is your first stitch. So you're going to go ahead and repeat the same, and please ensure that your strap is not twisted. It's very important. So let me go ahead and build my strap. So far I've made 3 rows. I'm going to make a total of 6 rows for this, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. So it all depends with how big the thickness of the strap that you need. So this is the one that I made 6. So this is 6 rows of the strap. So in the last stitch, after making the single crochet to attach it, I chained 1 and cut off my yarn. So now I have my strap, and the circumference of this for me, size small, is 22 inches. So this will lie on your shoulder, so make sure at this point you can try out to see that if it fits you well. So the next thing we're going to do is start creating the puff sleeve. So we're going to create the puff sleeve over here. I already made this other side, and so let's analyze our work. So this is the right side. Okay, you can see like we have our double crochets on the right side. This is the wrong side. Okay, so make sure that whatever you do when you're starting to work on this puff sleeve, you have the right side on this upper part the same way you have it on this other side, so that you don't end up with one sleeve is on the right side and then the other sleeve is on the wrong side. So you're going to attach your yarn in the middle point. So count your stitches and attach your yarn inside the middle point of this underarm. And then we're going to start making the double crochet stitches. So we're going to change our stitches to double crochets. So chain 2, this chain 2 counts as your first double crochet. So where you have the chain 1 space, this is where you're going to place 2 double crochets. So where you have the chain 1 space, just in the chain 1 space, place 2 double crochets. So here's another trick. If you want like the sleeves to be more puffier, then you can choose to make like 3 double crochet here, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 2 double crochet. You just play around with your stitches. But as for me, I just need like a medium puff sleeve, so I'm just going to do 2 double crochets in these chain 2 spaces, and then you're going to do the same. So at this corner also don't forget to make 2 double crochets together. So even on the puff sleeves, in the chain 1 space, 2 double crochets all around. I'm going to meet you here. Two stitches left, and then you're going to make a slip stitch to join in the first chain 2 space like that. To start off the next row, chain 2, and this row is just going to be plain row of double crochet that you've made. So after chaining 2, remember the first stitch or the first place where you're going to place your first double crochet is this one over here. So the chain 2 takes the place of this one. So this is your second stitch. Place double crochet there, and then make double crochet in each and every stitch all around. And once you get to this at the end, you're going to make a slip stitch, chain 2, keep on creating double crochets. There's no increase anywhere, it's just plain rows of double crochet all around. It's the same thing I did over here. Just continue making double crochets until you feel like you've covered your arm well, or according to the size that you need. So I went ahead and made 13 rows of double crochet, which is around 4. It's around 4.5, and the entire sleeve is around 6 inches, so I'm comfortable with this size. So the next thing we're going to do is to decrease drastically this area over here so that it can snatch to fit your bicep. So you need to know your bicep measurement. The circumference of this one over here is 23 inches for me, and my bicep is 11 inches. So I'm going to decrease it until we get to 11 inches. So to decrease, and this applies to all the sizes, we're going to do a fast decrease. Actually, we're going to decrease in each and every stitch. So start by chaining 2, which will count as your first chain 2, count as a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in the next double crochet stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. Now you are left with 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through to form a reduction. Repeat the same in all the stitches. So keep on decreasing your work. So this will, if you use this technique, it's going to drastically decrease your work to make it snatched. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to meet you at the starting row. So I have decreased my work, and at this point I still have 15 inches while my bicep measurement is 11 inches. So that means I still have to decrease more, and I'm going to apply this technique. I'm going now to make half double crochet instead of double crochet. Now we're going to adjust it to half double crochet, and I'm going to make half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, then into the 4th and into the 5th I'm going to make a reduction. Okay, so the reduction technique that you're going to use will depend with your sizing. So probably maybe you can make half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, then the third one you decrease, or maybe you can make half double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then the 6th and the 7th one you are going to decrease. So it's all about playing with your stitches depending on the size that you have here. So this is what it's going to dictate, like how you're going to go about your reduction, because we have different sizing. So I'm going to make half double crochet in the next, so I chained 2 in the next 3 stitches, half double crochet, and then into the 4th and into the 5th I'm going to make a reduction. So apply the technique that you're going to use until you get to the starting point. At the end of the row, make a slip stitch to join. So at this point I have my 11 inches bicep, and now we're going to create the ruffles to give it like a detailed edging. So to do that, chain 2, which count as your first double crochet. In the next stitch make 5 double crochets, 1 2 2 3 4 and 5, and then in the next stitch 1 double crochet, and then in the next stitch 5 double crochets. So you're going to alternate 5 double crochets in one stitch and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch until you complete your row. So the 4th one and into the 5th one, and then the next in the next stitch just 1 double crochet. So it's going to give you this edging effect. At the end of the row, make a slip stitch in the first double crochet, chain 1, and then cut off your yarn and tighten it off, and you're done with the sleeves. So far this is how the top looks like. So now the next thing is we're going to bind this area over here all the way through the neck and then all the way down here. Attach your yarn at this point. I'm just going to use single crochet to attach it. Go into the next piece and create a single crochet and tighten it like that and chain 1. So this will count as your first half double crochet. So now we are going to make the same technique, the half double crochet reduction that we've been doing. So yarn over, insert your hook through the first row, insert your hook through the next row, pull through, chain 1, and then in the last row that you've just made, insert your hook, yarn over, go into the next row and pull through. So it's like you're working per row of the half double crochet reduction. So go ahead and do this all the way like this. When you get to the on this other side as well, when you get to the neck crossover, I'm going to meet you at these points. So I'm done with the binding on the back. This is how it looks like. So the good thing with this pattern is you can see like you've already created like loops, so you can just make like a very long string that you're going to use to tie through your back. You can just place them over here like in a crisscross motion like this, and you're done. Or another way that you can fix the strap is, so my straps will run from up here, not from here, at least from here. You can just play around with that. You can sorry, you can create like a string like this and another string like this, and then you tie it like that. Another string here, another string here, you tie, another one here, you tie, another one here, you tie. So you can just be creative on how you want your bag to be. And then the next thing you're going to do is to weave in your ends, and you're done. So this is the final outcome. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next video. Goodbye.